prosper. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper, because I know Jesus. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper, because I know Jesus. For me, not for me, not for me, not for me. Oh, praising me so I get Jesus. Rich mountain looking glass. Not for me, not for me, not for me, not for me. Oh, praising me so I get Jesus. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper, because I know Jesus. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper, because I know Jesus.
So refreshing, so refreshing.
Today on Monday, the 6th of April 2026. Hello and welcome to the first edition of the Epic Morning Show for the week on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Get you around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM and Radio Garden. My name is Usman Ibrahim Mara. The Epic Morning Show, a 2.5 hour long program. We're divided into the first and second segment. In the first segment of the Epic Morning Show this morning, we can look at 8 years into President Julius Maada Bio in leadership, of course, since winning the election in 2018 to now. How far President Bio don't deliver on his promises, them from his first manifesto in 2018 to his second manifesto in 2023. We look at that exclusively during the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. And in the second segment of the program, Marion Precious George will review the biggest stories them from over the weekend. Stay with me on 99.3 FM, Choice FM, Radio Garden, around the world on the website at www.myepiconline.com, on Facebook and on YouTube. Stay with us. Good morning, happy new week again. No wait for the perfect moment. Take this moment and make them perfect. Life not they always give you the ideal condition, but it always they give you a choice for rise and for remain the same. Now every effort we make today, no matter how small, they build your future. That call you make, that idea you act on, and the extra step you take, they all count every single time. So ignore the noise, the doubts, the fear, Greatness is never comfort, but it's always worth it. So walk into the day with purpose, speak positivity, move with confidence, and remember for say you are capable of more than you think. This is not the Epic Morning Show. Stay with us.
Sometime then day, when things they go wrong in your community and people they keep quiet. But for keep quiet, not to fix the problem. Now that's make Epic Radio they bring to you Blowing the Whistle. Blowing the Whistle like a radio show who say ordinary people them go talk about what's in really they happen. Now then community them. When are from bad road, no water, poor service, unfair treatments, and corruption. So now this show, where they call out things them respectfully and honestly. And when something good they happen, where people they make progress and real change in their life, we also they talk about them. This now you chance, follow you speak up, and follow the hear your voice, and follow you ask questions when they go answer. Whether you they live in a town, or in a village, whether you young, or you a woman, or whether you a community leader, or a concerned citizen, this show now for you. We not just they talk and forget, we they follow up with the issue, so something happen. Blowing the Whistle, your voice, your community, your power, only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
To capture the attention of customers, we focus on cutting-edge marketing communications that communicate, engage, and interact directly with our client's target. Our vast experience in the fascinating world of marketing communications, event management, below-the-line activations, and more ensures that we deliver nothing but amazing results. We are the agency of everything creative. We are Priority Solutions Limited. Talk to us for all your marketing communications, multimedia productions, event management, experientials or activations, media management, public relations, and more. We are a trusted brand, and the results and quality of our services can be seen through the brands we have worked with. Visit our website at www.prioritysolutions.co or call us on +232 76 1032. Priority Solutions, we know what works for you. We have what works for you. We do what works for you. Priority Solutions, what works.
Alright, you highly welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. We're live on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. We're live on the eastern parts of Freetown via Choice FM. We're also live on www.myepiconline.com, Choice FM, and Radio Garden. So we'll just take this very short message from one of our sponsors. Of course, if you want to get a very great start to your day every single morning, just make sure say AOT is on the pack. Just make sure say every morning you drink AOT for a blend of refreshness and energy for keep you active all day. Stay with us. Reginald, good morning. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Yes,
What's the latest?
Good morning, Osman. Good morning to the fervent listeners and viewers on Facebook and YouTube. And happy Easter as well to them. So quickly inside breaking news, this morning President Julius Maada Bio unveiled new buses, vehicle and motorcycle for boost nationwide healthcare across the country. So this year, President Dr. Julius Maada Bio do this one on Saturday as we commission a fleet of buses, vehicle and motorcycle for the health sector at the Bo Government Hospital as part of the effort for improved healthcare service and delivery across the country. The president also pleased with the improvement where the health sector don't take, and also be assure the people them for take good use of the things them we in commission, and say they use them for the intended purpose.
Yeah, that's a very big boost for the health sector. President Bio government don't they say they've made significant gains when it comes to reducing maternal mortality by, I think, 60%.
Yeah.
Salone, before the government came in, was known as a country wherein a lot of picking them, or mama that they die, where did they born the picking them? It was one of the most riskiest place for give birth to picking. That we see don't significantly reduce, but the health sector remain very, very important and pivotal in the economy. And seeing this investment like this, people go on for they hope for see more of in the coming years. Them remember just. We just talk about the military, seeing that the military will get boss them where they carry the military personnel.
Exactly.
If you don't scale to the health sector, we hope more health sector will command them go to get access to this fleet of buses.
Exactly, Usman. And quickly, let's move to another breaking news. Mercy ship don't surpass his 1,000 surgeries during the Salone mission. So that is a very huge milestone. The Global Mercy ship, one of the world's largest purpose-built civilian hospital ship, don't successfully reach a milestone as they don't do 1,000 free surgeries during the current field service in Salone. That is a very huge number, and it tells you the amount of impact a Mercy ship don't make now we country Salone.
I see a story of a boy where not be for using an in arm was doing the surgery in a Mercy ship, and they go for make sure they before get full access to using in one arm where was dilapidated, was sort of unusable since then born am. That's a big success for Mercy ship. We don't see the big progress where they don't make in the health sector, and anytime when they come, we see the health minister Austin Dembi, they go out and welcome them, tell them how they're important in Salone fits in the healthcare sector.
Exactly. Well, this weekend it was all about a lot of highlights happened at Bo School 120th anniversary. The president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, President Julius Maada Bio, together with other alumni them being graced the occasion, and the president also commissioned the newly built or renovated Bo School, and he also talk about the plans where it gets for the schools and other schools them across the country. And he also, I think one that is trending now is when the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, make effort that make the talk about the Oba wives and all of those other things.
We say you need for the share.
Yes, exactly. That was so interesting, by the way. But again, one of the huge things that we see from the celebration, a lot of government ministers have all been the part of the Thanksgiving anniversary of the.
So we can say the government is in Bo.
It's in Bo, yes, for the weekend and all. I think they'll be back today. So it was a very good one as well, Osman.
Yeah, all other highlights were also see regional. Now that we President Biobi speak in Bo School, he say this we get an inclusive governance. SLPP government is inclusive. He say even Anes Bakuruma, a old school, Magboka boys, the government they effectively innovate Anes Bakuruma school. That be one hit we take at in predecessor. But yes, as you say, a lot happened over the weekend, and we see the celebrations them we was scale up yesterday across Bo as the city was. There was celebrating. The city was in celebrating mood after the celebrations.
Thank you so much, Usman. That's all for the breaking news highlights.
Reginald, thank you. Still here with me. Stay with us.
Your Rasta man confronted. I am unconfronted. Roots man confronted. Bingy man confronted. Yeah.
Confronted. Rasta man confronted.
Your Rasta man confronted. I am unconfronted. Roots man confronted. Bingy man confronted. Yeah.
Confronted. Rasta man confronted. Confronted. Rasta man confronted.
Big up.
Welcome back to the show. So just 8 years ago, the political landscape we know that Salone be shift from the APC to the SLPP. Now in April 2018, President Julius Maada Bio, after defeating the then APC flag bearer aspirant Dr. Samura Kamara, win the 2018 elections, and under the banner of the new direction of the SLPP, that manifesto President Bio promised the people that be a social contract between the SLPP and the people of Salone. It will promise with free quality school education, a disciplined approach to governance, and a diversified economy for move away from our own sole reliance on mineral resources, for diversify them in a way that we will get other industries in way the country will depend on, let's say agriculture and more. However, now though, we remember those early days them where the power energy be high across the country, at the time where people will be sing across the country for the SLPP against the APC government of Anesbai Koroma, Tulung Bonogo Sidoya so again, Angry Boku, and the metrics don't show otherwise until recently. We don't see a rise in the cost of living, and we don't see lots, and what many people will say, lots of unfulfilled promises. What are the fulfilled promises of President Bio, and what are not the unfulfilled promises so far of President Bio? If they are not, what are the progress of those promises President Bio make in 2018 and in 2023? So we know say prior to President Bio becoming president, the cost of the liter of petrol was just selling around 6 leons, and one bag of rice be around 200 leons. And based after the first term of President Bio actually end, we also usher in another manifesto in 2023. We prioritize the Feed Salone, human capital development, youth employment scheme, revamping the public service architecture, and technology and infrastructure. So we'll ask the question today this morning, after 8 years into this journey, how far has President Bio delivered on his manifesto promises? This is not the Epic Morning Show. Stay with me on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, Choice FM, Radio Garden. Also live on Epic Radio Facebook and YouTube page. Over the next 1.5 hours, we will bring you in-depth coverage of the analysis into President Bio in 8 years of leadership. Stay with us.
Selassie confronted, Marcos Garvey confronted, Martin Luther confronted, Malcolm X confronted, yeah.
Confronted, Rastaman confronted, confronted.
All right, welcome back. From Park, the 8 years of President Bio. I get in the studio with me, Augustine Bami Anthony, Strategic Communications Monitoring and Media Advisor at the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. Abdul Karim Kamara, Esquire, member of the APC Publicity Secretariat, and Melvin Tijan Mansari, a journalist. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Yeah, good morning and happy for the year.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Fambulan.
Happy Easter to Australian and Christian community. This is Abdul Karim Kamara. Happy Easter Monday today. And all the fanfare. Let us enjoy and let us enjoy peacefully and quietly.
Happy Easter. Who's our get for start? Let's start with the economy. In 2018, President Bio, a big manifesto promise, Bami, we get for do macroeconomic stability. And in 2023, get for do with economic resilience. How far will President Bio on delivering on the economy?
Plenty, thank you. Where we do then say we get for really put it into context, so we understand who's how they come up from and who's how we they go. By 2018, we know we don't get functioning mining companies in salon where they give we that kind leverage where we compete for international imports and exports and other things, and for able determine, especially with foreign currencies and other things. And so we began to get some issues with economy. But imagine by 2017 we'll be doing austerity, so we come for get a very high inflation rate, about 54%. So by 2023, 2024, 2025 downwards, we begin reduce that one day considerably, and ensure so we come to a single digit of inflation. And for a very long period, about 2-3 years now, we get a very stable exchange rate. We know, say, we dollar rate to the leon, so don't stable for quite a long time.
But
we
significantly depreciated, over 200% depreciation.
Yes, of course, we know, say, we don't get much say when it comes to what we selling out for the exports to international community. For me, we get a say in the economy, but we don't try to a very large extent for ensure so we stabilize the inflation rate, we stabilize we exchange rate, and we don't, for a large extent, don't give it some predictability in terms of economy, in terms of how we invest, in terms of how business to flow.
So you mentioned the issue of keeping the exchange rate stable. For President Bio, it's important for just keep them stable or reduce them entirely for make it perform very well. Why President Bio not increase production to the scale possible? We will make with currency compared to foreign currencies perform more better.
So I make this a take way to the very initiative of Field Saloon. One of the greatest areas then for our economy now, how we survive, how we eat, what we they invest in, because most of the times they eat within they come from overseas. Now imported food, rice, flowers, and other things, onions, all now imported items, and we rely on all over the salon. So what we don't do, we don't decide for cultivate ourselves, what we they eat. So we not say in a process, agriculture generally in a process. So we don't see over the period of 2 years how we don't considerably improve or increase. We don't expand on cultivation. We don't see we pay more attention now to expansion, to irrigation. We pay more attention to market access. No wonder now we see we give feeder roads, for example, to communities and for farmers. And for example, now we get 8 districts that they benefit from feeder roads, construction, same like Moyamba, Bond, Kailang, Kono, just for expand the markets, so we get more goods them, so products them from the rural areas them, from the Tomabun programs, so we will get more yields. Then we could see we get the Pamboy rest nowadays, we get food now we at a minimum cost compared to maybe the 1,000 or 1 million leon per bag. Now it don't go up to around 650,000 to 700.
But meet over 200 leons.
Yeah, where you get to look at also the percentage. Before it be the 200 leons, before they go 200 leons, it be the 60 leons. So 60 leons, it jump to 200 leons.
No, President Biobi say they can reduce them, not to just they can increase them.
So you when you talk economy, also you get to talk about the national inflation, maybe international inflation, how things be done this not to say the anymore. The thing will be there by $100 in 5 years, even in America, not $100 anymore. So the things they grow, they continue to appreciate. How the economy they go and so the prices they flow. But again, for look at the income. Today it was 60,000 per bag race. It go to 200,000. You see how jump it jump past 500%. But if you look at now, it be the 200,000. Now we are talking about 600,000, 650,000. It's not 500% increment. So the economy now you look at, it's not about how much it be the 200. They want to go back to 250,000.
Yeah. When you mentioned that, President Bio, when he came into before the campaign in the 2018 presidential election, there's a viral video on TikTok that circulates where they show President Bio. They say people are frustrated for buy bag of rice 200 leons, and on that in watch we see the cost of a bag of rice go up to 1,000 leons, and until recently reduced them to 600 leons. The government, President Bio, midterm in 2018 about 200 leons. Not only bag of rice, cost of living don't increase. We also get the cost of fuel. Where the SLPP came in 2018, the cost of petrol was roughly around 6,000 leons. 6,000 leons in 2018. And we get other essentials then we don't sharply increase, including of course the exchange rate. President Bio obviously now, instead of improving the cost of living, it don't decline under a watch.
Okay, more go to fuel quickly. Where you look at fuel, generally speaking, in your sense, Salon they produce fuel. Salon they produce fuel.
We know they produce
right?
fuel.
So make a come in very quickly. Salon they produce fuel. Between 2020 to 20 now, how many shocks do happen at the international world? We get two major shocks that would happen at the international world. We don't tell on the fuel price. If you go to America right now, you go to oil producing countries and even America, we talk about right now, how they buy fuel in 5 years ago, it's not the same cost right now. Fuel will go up every day in America. So because we depend 100% on imported refined product as fuel, we get quite a lot of other things that we do. What we do as Sierra Leoneans, what we do as government, we look at the structures. What we put in place for ensure, say, we maintain availability, we're able to compete at the market for bring more fuel in the country. We know the hits as much on the ordinary citizens then. Then make you see the removal of taxes from government, because say fuel taxation. We don't reduce some taxes on fuel. You know that one day. Not so, we government for benefits. So based on that, say fuel now one of the most predictable source of income of government. We got to understand that one day. Now the government they use that taxation and they do the cut. Now government they use for pay government workers. Then government they use for provide social amenities. Government say in the face of these trials, in the face of these challenges now the Gulf region, we they remove some of we taxations them, so make the brunt of the bonds of the thing not go to the people then. So these are all the stabilities. We don't now be just 2 people at the cow field in this country. Now we don't expand it to 10 people. We now the cow field in this country as a way of maybe somebody not grab number one money and see with the create some artificial scarcity. So we don't improve on that. Now the storage facilities also don't improve considerably. For ensure say we able attract supplies. So we will get stock. They just grab one day, the fail done. So these are the things we will put in place. Now we get a pricing formula. We now they predict what will happen. We all understand the uncertainties right now in the international market. We all know how with the scramble for get fuel. It's now in a competition now with the pan. If they buy fuel today by barrel 500 leons, for example, where they go and buy next then 600 leons, for example, for barrel. So things are changing. I make we get issues then. But as a country, we don't care for stabilize and for ensure say we get availability of fuel all the time.
Okay, make I bring in lawyer AKK from the APC. How the APC see 8 years of President Bio in leadership from 2018 to 2020 to 2026 today, and we know under the ticket of the new direction, President Bio be campaign on saying Tulumbu no go see that's way because angry Boku. And how the APC today see President Bio in 8 years of leadership?
It's a total failure. Not a full man they talk. President Bio don't fail this country by every estimation of a reasonable man. It's a total failure, a complete wreckage.
What's I feel?
In every aspect of life in this country. Let's take them one by one if you get any chance. Let's start with the rule of law and good governance.
we could start with the economy first off.
Okay.
The economy.
The economy. President Bio inherits the dollar in this country at 650 leons. In this country, I'm not talking out of oblivion. 650 leons. As it is today, $100 is 2,400 leons. President Bio inherit this country. Rest will be get them at 220,000. He left to 200, but it'll not be past 250 anyway. As I'm talking to you now, a bag of rice is 680 or 1 million, condition dependent on the type of rice you want to eat. But as minimal, you can have a bag of rice. You can have it for 650 or 700,000.
But we are used to increases.
I am coming, my brother.
Yeah.
We never voted President Bio for a harsh condition of service or for us to live as mere beggars. We voted President Bio to alleviate the living conditions of Sierra Leoneans, to change us from that deplorable situation we were, and to giving us hopes, to making our lives better. Are you understanding? That is the social contract between us Sierra Leoneans and President Bio then in 2018. When he came, it was completely the inverse. But when he came now, he completely departed from his social contract to starting to tell you, this is going to be business as usual. That was what I said before coming in, but now I'm in. It's going to be business as usual. If they man had slap me, why not go slap you back? This is the President Bio today. This is the President Bio today. We don't ever tell we one thing we don't succeed for, do say I don't do I'm better pass APC. I repeat. This is President Bio today. We're not able to point and one thing. Point me one thing where President Bio don't do. Where it better pass how APC we do and
the free quality school education program. Probably
you asked for one.
So you asked for one.
So every time they talk.
No, so make I just give you this.
APC show.
Make I clear this up.
Just show you the one.
Make I just clear this up. Make I clear this up.
The one thing.
Yes. So where President Bio with the campaign in 2018.
So you see, it's eating into my time now.
So please, AKK, a campaign say at the provide a free quality school education. So now I want to expand on that one quickly.
So you see,
may understand what the free
quality. So now free quality education.
Okay.
So go ahead.
The free quality
education.
When you take free quality, Bami happens to be my brother, my childhood brother. To be honest with you, one thing I did realize from the current SLPP and its stalwarts, with no attempt to attack in personality, that they are really beginning to take Sierra Leoneans for granted. Abysmally, then they mislead Sierra Leoneans. Now, free quality education is a facade. F-A-C-A-D-E. A complete facade.
Why is it
the
so?
Free quality education, as President Bio been nicknamed, was an opportunity where they give to people with the provision of both learning and school materials. Listen, that was the full package. It was totally free quality education. It was not only going to be free, it was going to be free and quality. Now go to the schools with the harsh reality. Parents, they pay in school than any other time in this country. If I dey lie, Allah me witness. I put God at the forefront. Parents, then they go to school now. In fact, the conditions then when they begin and they go through in school, it harsh, it's so ungodly, it's so devastating.
So
to the extent that now, instead of providing them with the learning material, is that what they do? They say now we're not going to provide the learning material, we provide them with core subjects. And even these books are not in their sufficient quantity. You know what they do? Every school until they go deposit the 10 or 15 cartoons. For a school until they range over 1,000 or 2,000 picking there. They say this, then a picking you use the book then by what you call like how they do. First time we won't tell where they go school, where they go in a library, you sign for book, you go read them 1 day, 1 week, you return them back. That tells you even the learning materials are not complete.
This way they talk to I don't know if I pull up.
Bami, you will respond to us in just 1 minute. Yes, go ahead.
A commodity. Then promise, then they give picking them uniforms. Show me one picking in their package, in proposal, the New Direction Manifesto. I am challenging by me. Maybe you have not read the New Direction Manifesto. Make you see exactly how that package was. It was a full package in its entirety. Tell me one school President Biogi uniform. A commodity. They go to one child, one laptop. Show me one school that this country where them show. If President Bio open gates, na both school, commission gates. Well, like President Bio for don't give one picking, one laptop, they for don't put on a social media. You understand? Ecommode, this same free quality education, which with the hype am, the aftermath of them, will from make Ben Kefala take teachers, name and shame them a cotton tree. Mimic them, disgrace people parents. Tag them, put dog chain pane. Anger them a cotton tree. Disgrace them to the highest extent. And you come here, you sit to the people. Telling that teacher with them, you don't pin a cotton tree. Say the free quality education was a game. Ecommode, this same free quality education, go with you picking at school. Now that they can sit NPSC, school will open in September. Attempt for take you picking at school and see how exactly this free quality education really they manifest itself. Then you come back home, you cry, you weep in tears. You know why? You weep in silently. You cannot weep publicly because they will intimidate you. You cannot weep publicly. They will lash you. You cannot weep publicly. They will embarrass you.
All right.
That's free quality education, the education system. Let me move to the next one. Economy, which I was discussing.
Cost of living. Yeah.
That was it. You said economy.
Yeah.
My brother, I challenge you to this extent. Yesterday, I was in a beach. We're already inside this room, 5 of us. I am very certain all of us don't pass 30 years. I'm above 40. But me, I don't stay in a salon. I don't see what holiday period mean in this country. If you go on a beach yesterday, wallahi, this whip for salon. The salon will be sabi when they say Easter Sunday, Easter Monday. When you go on a beach yesterday, you know Ben Sierra Leone. Instead of taking steps forward, we are retrogressing at an unprecedented rate. The level of which people in this country not even sure of not having a meal a day. Listen, all things being equal, you're entitled for make you eat 3 times per day. Morning, Sunday, and evening. With man call them breakfast, lunch, dinner. Realistically, on a relative point of view. Now, in a salon, it is very, 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 very difficult, I repeat, for making meet a home, a household, where able to live on a meal a day. Just for making it number 1 great time per day. Wallahi, my brother, if I say this just because I want to gain favor. But when they say Wednesday, then notice come out say Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday till then a holiday. Wallahi, I have spent not less than 10,000 leons. And if you want me, I'll play voice messages. So people when people are waiting now household heads.
All right.
When they tell you say, AKK, wallahi, I not the shame for you again. I not get nothing for cooking meals. Do you help me make sutra me no more? Do you me picking them? We all sit on nothing or they for eat.
Okay. All right.
So Sierra Leoneans now then they suffer than any other time before.
Okay.
And this is where these guys steal the team up before we. Brazil,
So
and they intimidate me.
As he said, AKK get more time.
Yeah, no, Bambi, now we respond to the education. No, Bambi,
but I just say the timing no evenly distributed. That's why you get for no that.
Go ahead, Bambi, just go ahead.
Whole time to talk, I didn't interject, not even a
Yeah,
second.
Bambi, go ahead. Yes,
There's
respond
an
to
independent
her.
person.
So
So
please.
this Bambi now.
Yes, Bambi.
So this is the strategy Bambi is using now to become.
No, AKK, you don't use more time for
Yes.
talk about.
Go ahead, just go ahead,
talk
Bambi.
one great thing over and again, and not even seeing the relevance.
Yeah, Bambi, go ahead.
But make I just give you some few things and make you understand. Where President Bill say they provide free quality school education program in 2018. On the 17th of September 2018, they put it into action. The first thing we President Bill do in this country now for improve access and make sure say it maintain retention and completion. Before this time in this country, we get a very small limited number of qualified teachers in the payroll. We come in the period of 7-8 years, it don't increase 12,000 qualified teachers
And I will
on the
challenge him
payroll.
now on this point.
So
Now, let me clarify this. He did that to me. Let me clarify
so
this.
no, make a come in.
No, please, let me
It
clarify.
don't
Please, allow me
improve
this. He did the same thing.
12,000
Let me
qualified
clarify
teachers.
this.
and
No,
on the payroll.
let me clarify this.
So
he did this.
no, make
Let me
I
have this
explain this.
opportunity as well.
What you don't do?
12,000.
Just play
It don't
the
improve.
No, please, no, let me clarify this.
No, AKK, you get for wait.
AKK just
12,000
wants-
Sierra Leonean teachers that are they are approved. They are, at this point I'm talking to you, they are still not paid. I'll challenge him to that.
So
Bambi, is that the
AKK,
case?
Over 12,000 Sierra Leoneans are
eh.
approved as government approved teachers.
Is that the
as
case,
I'm
Bambi?
talking to you, they are not
AKK,
paid.
they
I'll
talk
challenge
politics.
him.
I they talk
AKK.
I'll
development.
challenge him, and these people
I
are
they
not
talk
paid.
development. AKK they talk politics.
Since that time, it's 3 years now going down the line since they have been approved. They have not received a dime.
Yes,
AKK they talk
Bambi.
politics.
Salary.
I they talk development. You understand? We get.
We need to talk everything.
We dey talk 37,000 teachers then on the payroll. Before this time, it be a very small number, 18,000 or so. Right? So make I just explain you some few things where AKK not going to understand.
I know.
Now we talk about approvals of schools. Today there be small thousand, less than 9,000 schools in this country. Now we get over 13,000 approved schools. Waiting at the school.
Go and see their condition.
Today now be just 1.9 million picking them within a school. Now we get over 3.5 million picking them where they go school. Today school feeding program. Now just selected areas in the day, then northern part of the country, selected 5 districts then, and about 250,000 beneficiaries across the country. Now, we don't expand that considerably to 15 districts across the country with 800,000 beneficiaries. You see, you understand on a daily meal, right? People go for understand now. They pay examination. No. They pay examination fee consistently for picking and trade in 2017-18, now be 50,000 picking with the right.
When this man they give you
no.
Where is this data coming from?
Now be 50,000.
I can be seated here to
it is going from government.
I don't work as communication specialist for education for 8 years.
Yes, give me the source.
So now I go read the World Bank report. Now be 50,000 picking with the right was right in 2018. In just a few years down the line, we got 240,000 picking now with the right was.
And it's just calling.
You understand, Over 240,000 candidates with the right was.
It is speak for government.
So in 2022, we got 110,000 candidates we pass was. So this young man not they understand the statistics. Today in 2018, Melvin I'm a border, I'm a New England border. Today in around before 2018, now be 4.5% people in the past was 4.5%. We was it was.
Now we don't increase.
Who was it was. Now 4.5% pass was. Yes. You understand? In 2018, where they put the aggregate together minus English, now 18% people pass. Now they come in. Now 18 people pass was.
So in
SLPP,
university not.
So make a comment. AKK, mono make this argument.
You said something I want to make it.
No, make I explain you. You not sabi this. You talk politics. You not sabi facts. AKK, make I just share something with you and my brother.
Okay.
And in 2018, the best result will be 18%. 18%, 2017, 18%. In 2022, we get 72% pass rate in this country at Becker level. Becker in 2017, now be 72% pass rate at Becker. Where we go 2023, we get 96% pass rate in this country at NPSC level. NPSC now one day go to 75% pass rate. NPSC don't go to 83% pass rate in this country. So people get for understand now, and they will not be get gap picking away the city exams.
No,
we not be get gap picking away do very well. Now we don't get 129% increase of gap picking.
But make a bring in Melvin.
No.
We need to get Melvin. Melvin, you take on this. Melvin,
I don't take that.
You tell the camp.
No.
Melvin, what you make of
If you begin
President
to anchor this program this way, you're very unfair to me.
Yeah, Melvin.
Listen.
I come to you, AKK. 1 minute, AKK. No, bring in Melvin. Melvin also in the conversation.
Conversation. This not argument.
No, please. It has to be fair.
Get a conversation.
Now me the give the term. I mean the give the term. We specify for
even if like you the give the time, it has to be very fair.
So not bring in Melvin.
No, yes, of course.
Not bring in Melvin now. Melvin.
No. It will not be fair unfair.
Yeah.
Let me be on record.
But we still
it's unfair. You don't do that. No, I know that, and I'm doing it deliberately. I am doing it deliberately with intent. Because it's tending to be unfair.
So what you
don't do that.
You don't come in 2 terms.
No, I'm not coming in 2 terms. No, I'm not coming in 2 terms. Don't mislead the public. And there is a third person here. He has spoken twice. And whilst I was talking, he interjected and he gave him the platform. And he came again for the second time. And so I've only spoken once.
Okay.
And he has spoken twice. And now you want to shift the burden to the baton to another person.
Yeah.
Depriving me of the second bite.
So when Melvin
so you will have done it. No. You will have done it equally. That let us run through all of them one. And
I think Melvin for don't make a very good point now with about 5 minutes gone.
No, but you cannot do that.
It's
unfair.
Discussion.
No, I'm just bringing that to your attention that this is not fair. We are asking for fairness. We are asking for decency.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Melvin. What do you make of President Bio in leadership from 2018 to 2026 today on the economy?
Wow, interesting. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. Act 3, Scene 2, the famous Julius Caesar, of course. And in this case, I'm not trying to say the president is Julius Caesar. Not get me wrong, but I think I'd try to do some reflection. saying 8 years of Madabio presidency, the good, bad, and ugly, the presidency, parliament, judiciary, manifesto promises versus service delivery. What does the next 2 years hold for the BO and SLPP legacy? So I think my duty here is just to sit on the fence. I would try not to be any echo chamber for the government or opposition. And I think I would try for keep a balance between politics and governance and fact versus rhetoric. That being said, to the issue we got to do with the question you asked on the
economic cost of living.
Economy, I think we want for properly situate them conversation there. We for go back to Usai Istat, and it starts from manifesto promises. And if you look at part 2 of the New Direction manifesto, there is the promise on transforming the economy. And if you look at page 9 to page 32, I will just zero on one aspect where we may feel, say, as a journalist, we get serious problem with our revenue mobilization. The government be promised that they will review agreements, them we using the right words, we go maximize tax revenue collection as well as reflection on the well-being of citizens. However, I think this has not been done. But what has been done in tandem with the SLPP manifesto on economy is that, yes, they immediately 8 years ago rolled out the what is called the treasury single account. So that was indeed a manifesto promise, which they promised and they've accomplished. Unfortunately, agreements such as the toll gates, such as the passports, under which there was this manifesto promise, those were not looked into. So for me, I think moving forward, yes, you cannot say they not do nothing. And yes, they've done something, but how much has been done on a scale of 8 when it comes to that aspect of challenge on revenue mobilization? Because budget deficit is one of our big problems. Talking about debt is another problem. But if you look at the IMF diagnostic reports on, for example, mining sector, I've always emphasized the one thing that waiting they come out, not saying they come back in terms of revenue. So you will say the government has reneged in some of these promises for make sure that people benefit from some of we resources when it comes to the economic beneficiation. But again, I think the economy is seriously in that. Expert opinions are saying that corruption is still prevalent. And if you have huge waste, in fact, not only expert opinions, because the audit service is an expert body, the reports coming, if you do a cumulative analysis for the last 8 years, and you do a comparative analysis to the APC's 8 years, I think you will get for draw, some harrowing conclusions. Because
say everything. Conclusion, say everything.
No, you have to find out for yourself. All right? Please don't pigeonhole me. Let me land, okay? Let people do their research for themselves. So I make specific reference to comparing 8 years of APC because somebody's here from government, proxy, the SLPP government, and the APC opposition. So for me, as a neutralist or a centrist, I just don't come and take what the opposition is countering or what the government is saying.
But you say things as it is. You say things as it is.
Yeah, certain things are best said when they are not said. Let people do their research, okay?
So you want to say
I am not here to do the politicians' work for them. And please, if you can allow me, let me flow on my thought, it will be good. But you can ask your question here, the moderator.
Yeah, but Melvin, let's talk about the inflation. What do you make of the government in strides on inflation so far since 2018?
So you go back to the manifesto promise, waiting the government may promise on inflation. The promise to bring it down to a specific
single digit.
To a specific, in this case, single digit. So you ask yourself, is inflation rate at a single digit? Ask yourself, and that will be answered by the experts and the public. So again, I want to be very careful not to be seen as holding a brief for government or opposition, and I want to lay some of the facts, let people reach their own conclusion. So on that, I think yes, but when you talk about inflation, you get several other factors attached to it. But certainly, when it comes to economic freedom indices, this government has not performed well. If you look at reports from, for example, the MCC. The recent one is woeful. We failed 8 out of 10 indicators on economic freedom, which is worrisome. Yes, if you look at other indices on the economy also, they are telling you that the government has made significant strides from World Bank, IMF. However, they are still pointing out challenges which I think the government need for double up efforts. But again, when we talk about double up efforts, the question is logical. If this person not do something 8 years, waiting at the assurance they go do in the remaining 2 years. So for me, it's a political dilemma now that, of course, let's not forget we get a biometer, and President Biobi don't say he don't deliver all Tina Bonia in the as to whether that was true. IGR was saying
he said he don't overdo.
He said don't do all. He said he don't do all. He said we don't do all.
Is that the case, you think?
Do you need to be a rocket scientist to say that is not the case?
Okay, yeah, but Melvin, quickly, when President Biobi the campaign in 2018, he said the cost of living was very high. People are buying rice at the price of 200 leon.
So what about the free quality education we talk about? I know they talk about that all.
Ask him on the economy.
I think say,
it is my show.
Yes,
I decided what to talk about.
I think say the flagship program of the free quality education program.
All of that.
You look one shelf for long way.
So how about
the economy first is
ask me about. So you don't go decide with it for reply. So just a second. Melvin, is your life better now, 8 years into President Biobi leadership?
Personally, yes, for me. But that does not mean for the many other Sierra Leoneans. It's a question of personal and institutional. The duty for better your life begins with you. Of course, government should create the amicable and the ambience for it to happen. But if you ask that question as it is my life better 8 years ago? I'll tell you, say yes, it's better for me personally, despite the challenges. But that is not to say, again, that question is personal. It's not governmental, because if it's governmental, then you will ask the question, the promises on well-being as provided in the SLPP manifesto, have they achieved them, or how much have they not achieved, or almost they not achieved?
Have they achieved them?
Oh, you have to go back there and see some of the promises and see. Right. Some indeed, they not achieve. We can talk about them. Some they not achieve it. Some I believe say they will talk about how far they're in the pipeline.
Okay, so let's bring in AKK. AKK, before the show starts, we talk about saying the issues are very broad, a lot of things attached into a discussion for just a very short program. But we'll give you, I'll give you just two minutes for respond about the free quality education. We'll move ahead to another sector in government. So he responds to come quickly.
You see, one thing I can always say, and this is something I think that creates the difference when I always make public presentations. I talk with reality. I always put people to their conscience. Now, during SLPP time, we get the highest pass rates, yes, in WASC, in public exams, NPSC, BECE, and WASC. But it is during SLPP time where universities, in a very, very large number, turn down people with university requirements. Why? These guys went to the university. They don't even know John is a boy, underline the verb. To be honest, if I did talk and I lie, they lie. Universities then in this country, made them put me to strict proof. I lecture in the university. The whole country conduct entrance examinations. That even though you get this WASC, but still can't sit entrance examination. And they fail woefully. So how significant is that? I called him. You remember somebody hosted me here. Was it Alvin? And I called that rate, that pass rate. I said it's a political pass rate, and I'm so deliberate. I was so deliberate about it. Now, come to the issue of feeding, the school feeding project, where they say they don't increase. Sometimes they will left for talk like Sierra Unions. They're so uninformed that we can take poto rubber na their face. But go to the nearest school where they close to you now, Akimubet school now, and see if they defeat picking it.
They say offline.
So
offline.
it's
It's
not
everywhere.
This man not informed.
It's not everywhere.
This man are politics in the talk. He not they talk governance.
Yeah, Bami na conversation with the It is very structured. Where I ask you reply. If 90% talk, just left him.
Please.
Yes.
A commodity. We go Bo when I go school and I grow up. Go HRS compound. Look Sukutamba Street. Look HRS. Ask if they feed picking there. Come on, they can't Sukutamba Street. Can UMC? If they feed picking in a school, it's not there. If they feed picking there, so therefore for the whole time, so if they supply restaurant are serving bag rice. They eat and one day make it 2 days, you don't know. To be honest, if I dey lie, God na my witness. And my brother here is seated conveniently saying, every child is guaranteed of a meal a day.
No, misquote me, sir.
You don't say every child.
No, misquote me, sir. So
Now,
he say instead they don't scale up
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
In the 15 districts and where they are presently working as their targeted areas, every child is guaranteed to go into school with a meal a day. I'm not saying things that are not, it doesn't say. No. Ekomode, you talk about this same free quality education. President Biobi promised teachers in this country will say, look, I'm here to put an waiting in talk. He said, anybody who don't teach in a school for over 10 years, in Peking, go be entitled to free education at any university where you want to go. Show me one parent when I teach.
All right.
We don't benefit from that.
Okay. So
continue from saying,
yes.
all what is successful for do now. They say they don't hire lecturers or school teachers. I will tell you, this na the term, this na saloon, where we get the highest number of students there, where they're not able to sit public examinations. I.e., the recent, you remember Sake in issue with the CAS issue, over 22,000 of Sierra Leoneans.
The government gets arguments for that.
No, that's what I'm telling you.
Anyway,
please.
No, I think say
just 1 minute that come to you. You discuss on the issue then he responds on the opposition.
But I am pointing out the things.
All what they talk no make sense.
Yeah, so you can't respond. You can't respond.
It don't make sense.
Okay, you can't respond.
Because it don't make sense. Wallahi, those 22,000 Sierra Leoneans who wanna deny access to was and for me them go better their lives than today will reflect on when the ballot box comes.
But we talk about.
I will tell you that indeed what AKKB they say, we were indeed denied.
So you see AKK focus on the ballot box.
AKK
is politician.
No, please.
At the top development.
Bami. So we talk about the school feeding program. You know go talk about you know go leave out the sector of agriculture. So we think President Bill don't do over the course of the past 8 years in agriculture, because you mentioned also the school feeding program, all these things attached.
So before I go there, may I just make some few clarifications? May I understand? They say universities deny candidates that will pass exams because how they call a political pass. Yeah, that one is misleading information. It's unfortunate. So what's happening? Sierra Leoneans then like AKK. They're not used to people passing exams as much. They don't use foresee small number they pass exams. So you see our infrastructure in Sierra Leone, educational infrastructure. Now, Boku primary school, small number of junior secondary school, and a very small limit, just like a pyramid, limited number of senior secondary school, and we got small number of universities. Make I explain to you. We only 3 universities in this country. Yeah, the Fobe College, IPAM, you know what I mean, College of Medicine, Jala University. But in 2021, we will repeal the University Act. We add 3 more public universities. May I explain to you this? Because we don't get some constraints. We don't see the expansion of education. AKK cannot sabi this.
Government
we got Eastern Technical University. We got Miltimagai Technical University. We got Kono University of Science and Technology, who add to the public universities. But also, we approve another 6 private universities for operate, including the Central University, number 91. People get for understand this. You know what will be happening? We'll be get 110,000 candidates that will pass exams. The universities not get space for occupy them, for take them. This now the reality will be faced with. Then make we expand on the universities. So what's happening? We decide say university decide say make we get entrance examination. So we will get people them where they pass the exams as a meritorious way for recruit or for admit candidates them into the universities. AKK in the political lens, we say now because they not pass exams. That was not the case. It was the first because we not get the space. Because we not be get the space.
All right.
Now only 10,000 picking them they take the university, 20,000 picking them. Nowadays, that and then we got 100,000.
Bambi, let's go to agriculture now. Agriculture, what the President Bill don't do in agriculture? We don't go spend.
You don't pass was the buy form for go university.
No. I don't say buy form for go university. So these are all the misconceptions.
No, that's what you said. You said
I
they
said,
don't pass was.
No. Nobody said they pass. I said that 110,000 candidates pass was for go university. But the university space not enough for accommodate 110,000. Before now, it was only 5,000-10,000 candidates they take across
No,
the
that
country.
was not so.
So, because the number too high,
No.
they decided to go for entrance exam for screening for meritorious admission
And
into the
this is
exam.
exactly the point I was talking. Now, this screening process now can show say people with 6 A's, good results. Listen now, person with 6 A's would that get result not able to pass entrance exam.
You don't even get the proof. You don't know that one.
So you see,
now based on
so this,
quality.
Yeah.
this is somebody who
So-
just give basic entrance exam for just basic English. With A in English, not able to pass basic comprehension.
So that means
And the
a lot of flaws they happen during the WAS.
So make I explain to you a few things.
So tell me that.
People don't lose sight of small. May I just bring that to you?
Yeah.
I teach for 10 years.
I'm currently in the class.
Oh, private
Yes, I'm currently in the classroom.
Yes, so me and you two know teaching.
No.
Before 2017, 2018, make I explain to you. You the sister you both you get worse. It happen in this country. Examination malpractice na be a pronounced program. People they sell per mind na market. They ask whose leakage this now who paper come out today. Before they go to public exam in this country, we be know that one in our WhatsApp groups. Did they see?
Yeah, but even now we dey come out before the paper they come out.
Even
Even now we dey come out. Bami,
Now it's more prevalent.
It's not normal.
me I dey see. It dey come out.
Since 2018, what? I'll make you tell me which said they see what.
It dey come out. Bami. Yes.
You get one? No. It was prevalent before 2018. You dey get all over the place. 250 alcohol, 2,500 alcohol, 2,500,000 now. Now you be the get worse with. You just know that they can't give you.
All right.
It was so
But Bami, a lot of time don't spend on education. Let's go now to another sector on agriculture. Now, President Bio in flagship during the second term, the feed salon. But let's take from 2018. We're not the progress we don't make so far in agriculture.
You know, where we don't do very well in education, we decide for consolidate the education. We decide say let's go to agriculture. People get to understand how the trajectory dey. Yeah. So agriculture gets a lot of infrastructural inputs. This is not a rocket science. This is not a say even in the Bible, it tells you there is time for plant and the time for harvest. So now gradual process. You understand? So the infrastructure self alone now moving from that is subsistence farming to a mechanized type of farming. We include knowledge development, skills development. We involve in providing job opportunities also for the youth. We again can expand quickly how then it also don't bring the youth into development and into job opportunities. And we get for also in talk about a lot of things, irrigations. We get for talk about expansions. We get for talk about access. So there are a lot of things we don't go into input. Now input we dey on right now. We get some slight improvement. We see some considerable improvement in terms of outputs, the food productions they now already see. But we get a long way for go at the moment because we pay more attention to expansions them, we pay more attention to, let me see, we get a lot of things. We get pottery, we get fishing, we get swamp farming, we get upline farming, a lot of things and they will expand on as a country on the feed salon projects. So now make you see, for example, in the youth involvement into, because youth is very important when it comes to agriculture. Now make you see, say in the very shortest possible time, may I just share some few statistics with you how we don't improve on the youth. 864 rural youths they don't receive some startup in terms of small scale businesses.
Agriculture. For
terms of that's part of agriculture. People know when they say small scale, just fishing up or go tell them, no, this is part of agriculture as well. Yeah, so we get your youth man, we get poultry, we get fish farming, we government don't support, we try for make them grow into that. But also in terms of the one is about over 1,000 youth them they also come into farming as a way of employment. We know so we get the National Youth Service Program also, where they concentrate them more on the feed salon project for CC they're able to get into job opportunities there. But as we speak now, now gradual process in terms of agriculture. We now the focus is on irrigation, the focus in expansion, and the focus there on access to markets, and of course then we get more feeder roads and now they make you see they do bridges, we commission bridges for link the supply chain them for ensure say we get food supply.
But me, in as much as I don't see a lot of significant progress in agriculture, the 2025 global hunger index We rank Salone 108 out of the 123 countries then, and they say 24.1% of Sierra Leoneans are undernourished. And according to the WFP 2025-2026 report, they say 78% of Sierra Leoneans are food insecure. So clearly now, no progress according to this international report on agriculture.
So it's unfortunate that you say no progress because
according to the report.
No. It's not about no progress. There has been progress. We don't get progress. Now make you the CC. Rest na be at times about 2 years ago, 1 million leon per bag, and we heavily rely on imported rice. Now you see we get with Pambo rice them now. Now we get down to up to 650,000. So that's a huge progress. The focus now is we want for really for it with the plant. So because it's a process, there is progress. Because there is intention for expansion on agriculture. Because there is a headway for irrigation. Because there is a headway for access to markets. These are all progress. So these are indicators that way they show you say we are on the right trajectory. It is not about you plant today, you harvest today. Now progress, we're on the right trajectory and we'll get there very soon.
So 8 years on, and now they build on
Field Salon program is not 8 years. We'll get for also put
President, you're not doing nothing about agriculture in first time.
No, Field Salon project is not 8 years.
Field Salon is the name, but agriculture itself is the sector. So President, you're not doing nothing in the first time.
When they talk about flagship projects, you get for put into context. There has been, otherwise, you know, for don't they alive if there had not been agriculture. There had been some form of agriculture. Let me tell you, it had been subsistence farming. Right. Now it is mechanized farming. Also, we don't put a lot of fertilizers. Now we don't put a lot of machines. Now make you see over 200 tricycles. Then they get to young man them for go into agriculture proper. You know, they get upgrade the skills them into agriculture. So we don't get a lot of input into agriculture, and that's the process we are doing until we go through that and we begin to see the very huge inputs, outputs then where they come.
You don't talk on the sector, bring in the opposition, the APC, for respond on how then see President Bio perform during the first and second term so far on agriculture, AKK.
Please, I really want to make you equally talk to Bami, say, make it just accord me the same civility.
But me go do one.
Okay.
Yes.
President Bio in the first term, what he called the Tomabom agricultural project. To this point, 1 grain of rice not come out Tomabom yet. Genuinely speaking, if he did, make you show me one. I remember I did that again, President Bio in 5 years in office. A challenger. So let's go to Tomabom. If he pull the 1 grain rice. Waiting very clear now, these people are that they believe in white elephant projects with very little or nothing to show. They come here, they talk data, call figures. But genuinely, ask them, they have nothing to show for it. And as of till this point, the only way President Bio show we, pan the whole 5 years, now a poultry go show we say right now he get feed, he get in poultry they can produce eggs. The Minister of Youth Affairs by then, Oman, show we in artificial fish farming project. How can you equate that to a country that is striving to food sufficiency? When I just 1 man in pocket and wife now in picking then they eat egg. It's sad. It's unfortunate. It's disheartening. It's really heartless for make you sit down and say you're doing progressively well. Now, though we understand, say we are trying to transition from subsistence farming to mechanized or industrial farming, we understand, say it doesn't happen in a day. But there be that indicators. And let me nexus this now to the current government report from the Chief Minister. That report from the Chief Minister will say rates Baka as the best performing ministry, agriculture. Not to the opposition first challenge that report. The Minister of Labour and Social Security challenged that report, say it's so fictitious, it's so unfounded. It challenged 98.1. He says it's unfortunate that the young man don't even know how he play with variables. For you to rate the Ministry of Labour and Social Security being last indicator, you don't even know what you're doing. And that's why he said he's ready to provide him free tutorials. He said that. He said he's ready to give the Chief Minister free tutorials as to how he can provide the nation with credible data.
AKK, you just now don't say President Bio in government don't transition the country from subsistence agriculture to a mechanized one. It's like accepting for say during the APC term, nothing was done in agriculture.
That's not what I am saying.
What do you say?
I am saying He has come with this white elephant project to say, I am going to transition from subsistence farming to mechanized or industrial farming with little or nothing done. This is what I am saying. That from 8 years down the line, we say APC left this project. We say APC left farm. Take today, one grain rest, no come on, no say it. And it challenge anybody who gets that. Go me, show me who say with the worker now. Look by me, he's my brother, he's my childhood friend. Me and by me go. Now we hometown abound. Who get swamped in the show me who say government get family. Who the poor rest? Not only for the entire Matrujo, not only for Matrujo, but town number we burnt town. Who's all the poorest? Who say government don't support local farmers? Come on, let we can now apply. Who say they not go or who say this na government farm this for farm? None. Show we who say na this country where you say this na government poultry we don't put together. Say for the fact that I saw Emmanuel Safar Abdullahi way a commission in poultry. Yes. These are individuals. We are talking about what have you done as a government?
Yeah, bringing in the private sector.
Correct. No.
Well, bringing in the private sector.
Government to do business.
Bruh.
Yeah.
When you say government not to do business, you might be very shallow. There are certain businesses that are owned by government. You don't have to know that. I don't need to school here publicly. Government does business. And to extend its business, it equally chooses to do business with a private partner. So it can be a government-owned business or a government-private partner business. So please, let us understand this very clear.
All right.
But however, which I want zero on, Kili. Now the key facts that Nayawe Bami be they try for talk, and they see the level of, sorry to say this, but I will take it back, but I have to say it's the level of insincerity. Genuinely. What do I mean by that?
You need to take it
now,
back.
yes, I'll take it back. But when I say insincerity, I was not really addressing you as a persona, but as government, a rep from government. They're insincere to us. Now, what do I mean by that? Look at this one. When you talk about exactly, the people of this country now, more they feel better with the kind way the agricultural sector they thrive. And they ask this man, if really it don't meet with the typical Sierra Leonean of today.
All right.
Now, go further. Go to this Feed Salon project. With the millions and tons of money we don't invest into this project, 8 years down the line, what has that benefited Sierra Leoneans? Now, Sierra Leone, all we can say, this country is nicknamed a narcotic state. This country is nicknamed a drug state.
Yeah.
This country, with all these international reputations, when they say name branding, name rebranding, which we don't get out of it.
Under the Feed Salon, the government will argue for say we don't increase food production locally, and according to the Minister of Agriculture, they're now exporting rice to other countries.
In fact, further they say onions, the importation of onions don't reduce. But you're a journalist. Some part of journalism requires investigative journalism. It is not all what Bami talks as a government rep. That is true. Show me one store who say we don't go pack rice who they export in this country. Like who they say, who they export rice. One.
All right.
I just need one. Then two. Make me and Bami now. What will they come on here? Give we one person. Make me and Bami go na markets. Let we go na Malamatomo Street Market now or wherever market you go by Eastern Police. Let we ask the people, this is Yabas what they sell. Na salon Yabas or na imported Yabas.
Well, I'll tell you, the majority of them is locally made, locally produced by PC and Sons and more. I mean, we can see where PC and Sons they can sort of manufacture. We see how the cost of, let's say, onions, for example,
you say majority.
Well, I'm saying majority because majority of it's actually produced locally.
Don't allow me to look you at that lens.
Yeah, so I'll bring in Melvin now. Yeah,
please, for heaven's sake, don't allow me mirroring the same lens I am putting this young man.
You really want for intimidate the moderator.
It will not happen. No, you know the party for doing that.
You say you are not trying, but you intimidate the
moderator. You are not trying to do that.
I will not do that. I will never do that.
Make her bring in Melvin, please. AKK. All right, Melvin, I'll bring you in this. What do you make of President Bio? The actions on agriculture 8 years in leadership?
It's commendable and also condemnable.
We'll start with the commendable.
It's commendable because if you look at page 19 of the New Direction Manifesto, where the side note now developing the agricultural sector, President Bio and the SABPP promised them to invest 10% of the GDP or government expenditure on agriculture. and you ask yourself at the moment, is that the case? Go and look at the budget. So if it's about manifesto promise being fulfilled, I think that should be commendable. Apparently, what I can say condemning in this fact is if you look at this investment versus the return and what global indicators are saying, I think there is room for more improvement. Basically, because you have projects that have been there since donkey years and are yet to materialize. But apparently, I think again something that they've not done. Again, from the side of what was promised is that the government also on that same page 19 further talk about rehabilitating feeder roads linking farming communities to markets. This was a challenge. If you look at the manifesto, they did a situational analysis. And the good thing about the SLPP manifesto in 2018 is that it so eloquently captured the situation where they inherit from the APC. So you get an idea of waiting now the figures where they present, because for the fact that they were never challenged by the APC, so we assume that those figures on the situational analysis and the manifesto were correct. So if they've promised by then in 2018, 8 years on, for do feeder roads, we then say go help farm to market, and still 8 years after we are grappling with this challenge, I think much more could have been done in salvaging agriculture, and more so that this is amplified in the upgraded manifesto, which is now the flagship Field Saloon.
The big 5 changes. And
if you look at Field Saloon, you put them in tandem with situational analysis from not only what is being reported by FAO and WFP, but what actually obtains in the ground. You can tell clearly that yes, 8 years, much work. The work we left on agriculture, Eboku past the time we don't spend. So it's scary as to whether that will be fully, or some of those promises will be fully implemented. But by and large, I think when you look at USAI APC left agriculture and USAI SLPP put them right now, the figures they also did it, because there was a transition report by this very Ministry of Agriculture on production. That report was so elaborate. It talks about cassava, rice, it talks about livestock. It gives clear numbers from what was inherited and where it is today. So Famula, we encourage you now, it's a public document as to see, because at the end of the day, again, this will be critical. If somebody is saying government is a businessman, I agree, but the question has always been, is government a good businessman? And if we are to take the APC model, the government is not a good businessman, because Ernest Bai Koroma promised to run government as a business. But at the end of the day, what happened to the business? If Sierra Leone was to be considered as a business, it ended up bankrupt because we were left in austerity. So those contexts in comparative analysis is very important also. So I will not concur in saying, yes, government, like APC, like SLPP, they're also not doing good business when it comes to some of the agreements and some of the things they promise. So I think, yes, whether government is a good businessman, but back to your subject, agriculture, we can do much better. And it's not about the rhetoric, it's about actually what obtains. When was the last time somebody say, ordinary man, you will go buy planting, where 1 8 planting, I didn't afford it, then we'll actually for 25 or 20,000, you know. I can tell some people, somebody, if you buy banana, if they look and say, this is now what you get, you know. Some of these things, not for expensive, out there for expensive, so, but waiting at the problem, we already know SLPP cite the problem, but they've not been able to fix it. Problems with the feeder roads connecting farms to the market still exist.
Let's move ahead to another sector.
Can I like a few things Melvin said that are not really true, with respect?
I will give you 2 minutes for that day. 2 minutes.
If you compare the two, you realize with me, and to the greater extent of Sierra Leoneans, that what the APC did, President Biya have not even done 0.5% in terms of livelihood, development, changes, positive changes. Instead, where President Nkrumah left this country, as he rightly cited, that he wasn't a good businessman. And just imagine, if he had said that President Nkrumah wasn't a good businessman, taking it by his words, and that he left us in austerity, safely can I say now what is worse than austerity that we're currently grappling with.
And somebody from SLP will just argue that. Somebody will just argue that Madabi is not a businessman. If the businessman wrecked the business, what is to expect from the non-businessman who is a soldier?
If you go that way, this discussion.
You get 1 minute now. Yes.
Please.
AKK, that discussion.
Bami, please.
Why is it that?
AKK, go
I'm
ahead.
trying to be as more civilized.
Yeah. Go ahead. You get Bami.
Now, this is a businessman that left this country on a thriving economy, successfully. Rice, fuel, affordable. You can do business. The country was running. Now, with the non-businessman who has said this business is wrecked and he has come to at least change the trajectory, fuel that was 6,500 now is 35,000. Abysmal. Rice that was 600,000 is 1,000 now. Sorry, 250 is 1,000 now. The non-businessman that is coming to change the system, to make it work.
Well,
now, pinning it to what he said, this was the time the businessman was here, where Sierra Leone was the fastest developing country. No, please, it's serious. No, it's very serious.
All right, proceed.
You understand? The non-businessman had a point in time where the economy of this country was at a very, very fastidious pace. Very, very speedy. Fastest growing country. Fastest growing economy. Things were moving. Roads, Sierra Leone was transformed into a works yard.
All right.
Economy, rule of law, everything was humanitarian records, blah, blah, blah. Everything was working. Free quality and education, blah, blah, blah. Free healthcare system.
There was free quality education?
Yes.
Free quality education?
Yes. When I say free quality education, it was segmented. We didn't say for all.
Did we have free quality education for 2018?
You say we get free quality education?
That glory did not take
Let me wait.
That glory, that glory did not accept.
Let me say something clear.
No, I'm gonna make it clear. The free quality school education program, that glory
was segmented.
Now President Bill,
there was no
President Bill gets I'm saying things that are not correct. There's a journalist here.
No. You don't need to go to a journalist school.
I'll tell you, there was no free quality program.
I can understand the age here and why you have been too active. I was very active by then. What I'm saying, I'm talking about the
No, please. Wait.
With
all due respect to we age, please. With all due respect to we age, we all enough for understand say 2018 the free quality school education program now President Bill Gatam. Please.
So AKK,
listen.
On paper, we don't know of any free quality school education.
This is why when we get this opportunity for talk to people and allow people and make them presentation solid and we allow this banter, it's not nice. We're not educating our people. I am not talking
about if you start from a wrong point that free quality school education program now during the APC that you get wrong.
Let me explain. What do you mean by that?
Please, I repeat again. During the reigns of the APC, we had a free quality education, but it was segmented.
How?
And that was purposely for examination classes. Full stop.
Was that free quality education?
Well, you see,
what do you mean by free quality?
That's now I'm beginning to school you there. How do we do it? When you are in an examinable class, for instance, NPSC, your tuition examination fee was free. Government takes it completely. Becker, JSS3, you are in that class, free education, free examination fees. WASC, you are in that class, that time, free examination fees. That was why, because we know that the free education was a very, very lofty project. And we cannot roll it out in its entirety, meaning from class 1, from Form 1, or from class 1 to SS3.
All right.
So prudently the APC says, we are going to segment it. And that we are only going to provide that particular package for examinable classes.
Okay,
and we're not talking like if somebody is coming here uninformed.
Thank you, AKK.
But these guys cannot understand these things.
Yeah.
Especially Bami.
Bami now.
So where's... Please. So once I cite,
remember, I'll give you 2 minutes. We don't pass over 10 minutes now.
Bami don't take chance.
AKK they talk 20
because
minutes.
Bami, when they try to put points them clear, Bami feels intimidated because this government has not done anything.
AKK they stand from a very wrong point. That's the point.
Yeah, Bami, we don't pass education. So let's go to healthcare now.
Yes.
In 2018, in the SLPP manifesto, the promises where they adopt the Abuja Declaration for sort of increase the budget allocation for health by 15%. And over the course of the past 8 years, what has been the successes so far in health?
You know, so one thing I know about Epic Radio, now for stick with talking points. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, before we come to the media, we know say it's a broad concept to talk about President Bill 8 years in power. right? So Epic Radio give away thematic areas, and healthcare was never part of the conversation.
You
No.
cannot
If
do
we don't
it out of the
exhaust, no,
conversation.
please. Nobody's going to set anybody up here. If we don't exhaust the talking points, if we don't exhaust the areas where we wanna determine, then let's go to other areas. More discuss
you
other
talk
things.
on health?
No, but we discussed them prior to the discussion. Say we get 5 thematic areas, and we don't discuss the thematic areas. If you are exhausted, that
So it's
no.
like you say- it's like
Make
you-
we not
it's
go
like you
into
say,
waiting we not
what-
prepare
not to
for.
priority- not to
I know
priority
they
the
are for
government.
discuss health. Otherwise, if I don't prepare better for prepare for talk
If
about
there have been successes, it will be easy for you to explain what's up.
This is civilized conversation. If we don't get off air, say we get thematic area of this, now they can discuss.
So you know,
and we go outside context. I am not here to.
All right.
Another provide
All right.
cover.
So since
no, another provide cover for
talk
what
on
you prepare for.
la bringing me other guests them within in the studio.
Yeah,
we go be
so
be willing,
no,
we go be willing for talk on.
Epic Radio is a very outstanding media house.
Yes.
Where they stand by prepared programs. And
like we did for this show.
Yeah. So if we don't exhaust the areas where we prepare for, we tell we not take me outside
so
context.
since you can't, so let me bring in other guests now in the studio. Before I bring in AKK, Melvin, what do you make of President Bio actions them on health since 2018? You don't see the progress?
There's a very, very sensitive nature because again, I'm a journalist also. I think the panelist is also right. If we are not assigned to talk about certain thing and you want us to talk about it in passing, that's fine. But I think, in all fairness, it can't be fair because this is called ambushing. It's allowed in journalism. You can.
Me and nobody not get any conversation prior to this.
No. You shared, my brother. Can I land? Can I land? Can I land? So there's a professional institution. There is an initial issue topics to talk about. So our advice we speak to those topics. Of course, at health being part of it, we'll talk about it because it will not be fair for them. We can't talk about health. Then the man from government will for respond. They say, it will not be fair. So I think I'll stick to the script that was provided by the production team.
All right. Since let me move to President B, one of the big 5. It's human capital development.
So you're not asking me to talk about it?
Well, you willing for talk on? We're not going to talk on that because perhaps the opposition, the government is here, they cannot respond to you, and Melvin also they're not going to comment on them. So please.
Well, can I enjoy it because they are both not prepared for it?
We cannot. My apologies.
No, but let me say something in passing.
My apologies.
Well, you have to equally ask me. What's my thought?
Let me ask you now.
They had their opinion to it. For me, I don't have an opinion to it.
No, but AKK.
So, I'm just asking.
AKK, me and you know say we get
Bambi,
why is it Bambi is not really patient
Bambi,
to just exercise that?
This is the conversation. So, AKK, the thing is, it's about fairness. Since they cannot respond to, even if you carry any concern about how government don't do in health.
But if I ask you this question now, let me send this question to
you. Let it be.
Let me send this question to you and to the public generally.
Yes.
Generally speaking, if you feel say you don't do good, you need to prepare for talk about how you good. If you really know say I don't do well now I really need to tell you say where the council tell me you host how you paint them. When those I don't report me host I don't get new edifice. You can ask me at any time to tell you how my house look like, what I've done in my house, what are the chores I've placed in my house, how do I keep my house working. So what now? The point is simple.
In that position,
I am coming. It is no way ambushing. The topic was very simple. It was, what was sent to me, was that we are going to at least have a total overhaul of President Bio's 8 years in governance.
That is really.
So how can you now disconnect 8 years in governance and you say you don't want to talk about a very sensitive department, a very sensitive agency, a very sensitive ministry, and that is health.
I don't think.
And so for me, I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere as an ambush. I see it as a deliberate attempt that these people have failed abysmally. They are not ready to talk about it. They have failed the people. The health sector is a shame. They are not ready to confront the media to talk about the health sector. That's my position.
Lastly,
they have failed woefully. The health sector is an abysmal failure. It's a disgrace, and they are not ready to confront.
Before we go for
now here you see Salon recently the commission on ultrasound. After 1 week, 2 weeks, they say they're not even back.
Those are all sectors progressing.
So these guys they don't have the effrontery to sit conveniently and talk to people.
Yeah.
How dilapidating is our health sector. How retrogressing is our health sector. Go to our health services. Just a mere oxygen cannot be provided. He cannot sit here and conveniently talk about it.
Yeah.
Except he has to make up stories. So how is that can be unfair to you to talk about health?
So all this,
all you to say to
all this conversation.
I was not told to talk about when the topic
Maga,
is very
all
open.
this conversation where they happen right now because you go out of script because we know Anfo can't talk.
No, he was not out of script.
No.
He was not out of script.
It was out of script.
No, he wasn't.
No, not be saying they talk from the position of convenience.
No,
if we talk, I know, nobody for force.
Bami, you know,
force me for tell you the good things
about
the health sector. We all know about
no.
You know the improvement in the child mortality. You know a lot of things we don't do at the health sector.
Talk about that.
No.
But you failed.
I am a civilized communicator.
We are all
yeah. Akaya in a context. No, please. No. Akaya in a context. The context for talk about human capital development, the context for talk about youth employment, the context for talk about economy, the context for talk about infrastructure. You understand it? That's the context of FITS alone.
Yes.
They were given to me thematic areas, right? I know they can't talk because I know that they are things blah 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 blah. Like England for talk about things where you don't lost, we not get evidence. That's not what I'm here for. I know they talk politics. So, and they talk in context. I am communication specialist, trained and professional.
But let me go now for very short break now. 079 994 993 after this very short break. Stay with us.
Some moments can call for calm, others can demand for energy. And with Karel, you get the best of the two worlds them. For tea lovers them, Karel Aroti Premium Blend, they deliver true quality in every cup. The tea leaf they come out from high mountain area them. This premium black tea strong, natural and full of character. It will give you one different taste and fresh feeling. We go deal with you all day. With 100 tea bag na every pack, you go always get more for enjoy and safe for share. Karel Aroti. Feel the freshness of nature in every sip. And when you need energy for power you day, just take Aro Cafe. Made from 100% pure premium coffee. Aro Cafe, rich and gets fine smell. 1 cup will help you stay energetic and active all day. Quick for share and good for any time and any size. 2 great choices and 1 trusted name. Karel with a bring premium tea and coffee for every environment.
I can tell you that Solomon is first food love than though.
Papa, Benny Mix don't come back home. Look where he rich and fine. Now salon here than they make them. Now he make it always fresh and not here at all. Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them. When they make picking grow strong, smart and healthy. They fine for big person. It they make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all. And you they able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even time safe as dinner. Benny Mix get different type like picking mix and super mix for all ages. Members say Benny Mix then a packet and they write PLC panel. Benny Mix they all sign us alone for sale.
Epic Radio 99.3. It's so refreshing.
Or call on 078 134 541 073 661 648 or 088 077 678. Benny Mix, grow strong, grow smart.
079 994 993. Call we now inside the show. Hello, good morning.
So good morning, Epi.
You didn't know where you call from?
Mokai calling from Kamayama.
Mokai, go ahead. 1 minute.
Okay, this now na edition, but you are not for giving 90 seconds. It go better than 60 seconds because 1 minute looks small, yeah. But Melvin, the body language not they speak well today. I don't know if I personal around but I think that today, I don't even know the APC, SFP, the afraid to, but putting the way they afraid for talk. Now, so my body language you pick for me. But the system is very tough. Melvin, they say 20,000 for planting. It's 40,000 for tea. I buy yesterday while they come now. Just forget something for it today as holiday. And now you go to the cement. Recently, they buy 175,000. Yesterday, they cost me 400,000. Now they don't go for bag. And we they get now even to we own a carpenter. Then they build them from 150, 180, 200, 250. All of this It's very, very high cost. Me, the one thing we make a vote for former President Ernest Koma. Now this Congo bridge from Congo cross to Lomboli. If you go to SFBC, then get a salon, my white salon for Sofaso. You go see what actually be then a Congo cross. They kind of broken. Then go make the kind of design they make. I say now maybe the supervisor will go arrest the contractor. They pull all of these things so for we. Things is getting tougher. So we like a man outside the tar road stop 8 years ago. 10-9, not move. Small distance.
All right, thank you.
Move because of time. Thank you very much.
079-994-993. Call inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You name inside the call from?
Rogers, Juba.
Rogers, go ahead.
We know the time we wanna do anyway, may I touch and small. And that time I boom more than the talk for. Then the love forget about and let people then go the patch and say it go up. Within the export rights in this country. When they talk about fear, we get deposit when dinaya where is easing like what it don't happen so now Iran. We not go to Mamna line for 5 years. We get a reserve dinaya. We get reserve money then a Federation Bank then. Then they take that money, they go take the reserve money in a Federation Bank, then they say that they buy crude oil instead of they touch that reserve. They save the money, they can't put the reserve. When they talk about rice or any other thing, price you will not talk about that. Because I buy this, my mama send me, I go buy that full bag rice where you not go able to total and sell. 16 shilling. 16 shilling, then the dollar when mama be they give me for good change at the 55 cents. Before she can still in the hand over to Momo, it go to 6 million from 65 cents to that amount be. Now, when they talk about what in person do, what in not person not do.
Rogers, thank you.
Oh yeah.
All right, thank you, Rogers. Let's just take comments coming in on the Epic Radio, Facebook, and YouTube platform. Them James Kamara on YouTube, they say we had free quality education, but not for all levels. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Epic Radio.
You didn't inside the call from?
In a moment, I call from Shell.
Mohammed, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
Anyway, if you been busy, me have been journalist or the control our whole program, I no need for invite any APC man for can talk about the governance because they don't kick themselves out of governance. There is no need to argue with APC inside radio for now. Then all of us stay away from radio or any part of governance issues, please. Then they talk about corruption. MCC report today from 2007 to 2018, from 2018 to 2026. MCC report is outside. APC let them stop for misleading people in this country. They took a snack. No, even President you do anything with a good self. Then they take her out of the way and they want and then present. In fact, if they don't now for present this government to the people of Sudan, like say they not ever do anything. They go in now for target 2028.
Yes.
So let them.
Thank you. 079-994-993. Please we call, go straight to the point. You get 1 minute and for our voice inside the show. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Samara.
You didn't know call from?
From Pasi, I call from Spolu.
For Pasi, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
Thank you very much for the program. I appreciate the two guests, Nevi and Mr. Bami, called AKK na political virus. Honestly, always see the talk. They out of us. Well, like I know more this the last caller. You only for go to invite them in time because they still not participate in governance. So which in the Kakona media for. Then they don't take over this country for how many years? Always see when they talk to blah 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 blah. They don't do nothing. So me, I just want for like I know more. Mr. Bami say, the topic will give them, and then it goes on. You know they can force now for talk for something in our area, but thank you very much, brother. Thanks to me, long time now.
All right, 079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Bakar from Fomex.
Bakar, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
One theory I want AKK. I want to tell AKK, see, President Bio in meteors 180,000 for bag. Because of politics, it tell we say meteors 200,000. If President Bio na one of the presidents, they meet easy walkover, very easy walkover, for take this country to other level. Former President Ernest Koroma, he meets the country not make. He meets the country scrap. Country in difficult way. He raise this country to different level. He promise the people in 100 days. Say they give you light. They pull the lights for you. If they had to talk about free quality education, and now education is worse. And now education fearful. One thing what they tell you, if you find out where they were then come, they can change the system. Everybody fail. That first year, second year back, massive fail. The third year, now they can with their own politics. People in pass, they can with for you go college pass sheet.
Yes.
So if the people are in the top, it's like His Excellency the President are the worst president ever in our life.
All right.
Thank you.
Bakayoko Adwazak on Facebook saying, Mr. Ikeke, as a patriotic citizen, what advice will you give the president if you've been given the opportunity? Hello, good morning.
Hello.
You name inside the call from?
Pamusa Adwazak.
Pamusa, go ahead.
First and first, what are the traffic talk now? And when President Bio come, what he left Giwi now, 2 gates now, he left Giwi. And at the sweat with Sierra Leoneans and the sweat behind these 2 gates so today. And at these 2 gates make some thin and they look difficult for we so today in this country. Yeah. And I left there and claiming and as my command left rest 180, he left rest 280, not to that who they look to. You will come maintain the price. If you're not able to go down than 200, but let the price maintain. Or if they go up, say, but let not go up past like I would say this for now. And so let the first caller what he talk. And what he explained now exactly. For now, we go see men at 200,000 lows. I swear to me, God. Both. Then they will talk no day. So now they talk about the issue way they inside the ground.
Right.
You see, now the politicians they are to God. I'm not go to angry, then I begin praise government. Me, I know they do. I say to me, God. So now that's no more.
Also, thank you. Samuel Fenty on Facebook saying, we're in 2026. How far we don't go so far for achieve the 17 SDGs target by 2030? Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You never decided to call from?
We had a call from Panama Woods.
All right, go ahead. Give 1 minute.
The only time I was talking about, all the good markets, they actually picture SLPU. Now it's rough. The rough. Every day right now we do suffer because of how we give money to him for we tell you how we do. So now we demand we do suffer. And we get rid. We demand we die more. But I never for talking no more. We go now, but they access in a picture SLPU. All of the same we all buy. Thank you.
079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show this morning. We look at 8 years into President Bio in leadership. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Osman Mara.
You name on the side you call from. Good morning.
This is my flash meeting standard from Bokeh.
All right, go ahead.
Well, the panel is name will be so managing enjoy the program because they give chance to each other. But I go straight to the point. And this country, if you know so then to party they want this country for you continue get for go. Because then they blame the company, And you look to the economy right now where they go, well, I'm not telling you, it's not easy for life of the people in this country. People that they gonna speak, they big ignorant for me, it's not their own thing. So Bamino can mislead me say because of empathy or these people in the suffer in this country, no lie. In reality, in the ground.
079-994-993. Call we inside the show. We'll talk on President Bio. 8 years into President Bio in leadership. How far President Bio don't go for achieve in promises them. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Yeah, good morning, sir.
You name on the side you call from?
Yeah, this is not Fire, the corner prison.
Go ahead.
Mr. Moderator, first of all, Moderator, I want to tell you now. That man will sit on that AKK, man will sit on our station. You're not supposed for the anger because they don't come out of government by writing not for the call in a studio for go talk about anything where they take part of government. When they don't get back, they don't come out of the government, let us see, let them not come mix up the country again now. And we don't give them warning to them. I dey give them warning. Sometimes this country, most of we fight for this country during the war. We live with life for this country. Most of the police they die in a war front. Me na freedom fighter. Why they talk so? Me na ex-man. Me na freedom fighter man. But the man, hello?
Yes.
Hello? The man, the way they talk, let them be careful.
All right.
When
Thank
they
you.
don't out of government, let them just let operate.
All
Now
right.
the same one that put you to APC, now the same one will be the response at this country. Now Shekika pounds. The pounds where British man they use now will be used at this country. Now they can't pull out a put nails, a hate for money. Now money go backward. Economy fall.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
The one that say
Let's just take more comments then. When they come on the Epic Radio social media handles, Amadou Kagbo is saying, Bami is talking data which can be verified. AKK is talking politics. APC, what he describes, of course, as APC propaganda. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Mohammed from Gambia.
Yeah, Mohammed, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
Yeah, when I'm talk about this education, then leakages from the exam, somebody say it's still they continue even right now. And I want to support that possibly. Even now, then they happen. Coming to this rice business and talk about price reduction and importation. But me, I can't be asked to everybody knows say can't be asked for rest. That pub well, whether they call Pusa or Barabara, we in Ayana, we get that one day. But I tell you, the price is higher than the imported rice. Even and I believe the other places also. And then coming about this APC, SLPP, and this conversation with they own, I want to support Bami and Melvin, because the ABC in journalism, they talk about accuracy, balance, and clarity. And if the not been done, set up for them, for make them can talk on particular issues, then one person will just talk, then the other person you know they get a chance for talk. I believe say that one day if I wait and learn to rest. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Andrew Sisse on Facebook is accusing the government, say, now inside this government, we see that they threaten principal and teachers them for pass students them by force. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yes, Sanda from Godrich.
11 inside the call from.
Sanda from Godrich.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, APC, they're not for the talk about economy. APC, if this country did the APC, not responsible for this country in dance all one. It's an APC that power just for enjoy themselves, big hosting in this country. Brother, I think you are so 11 for enter university. That's how, as our teachers are beginning the work, small stuff for pay million fees. I go now and say school fee, scholarship fee don't go up. Then AKK should down that it's all just for in one APC kind of power. Man, they enjoy the academy, they enjoy themselves for big hosting. APC, the man, they know they talk about this country in development. Because now they bring Shalom again, my brother. I'm like, when they consider that I'm not really talk. When they are the success, they can't meet 60. Why they not put them down to 40 or 50? The AKK should talk for bringing.
All right, Samuel Bokari on Facebook saying the opposition understands and analyzes Sierra Leone's problems very well while they are out of power. However, once they assume power, they often seem to forget about those same issues. Just wait and see until President Julius Maada Bio leaves office. His narrative may change. They say AKK narrative will change. And the fact of the matter is that past governments are often seen as more successful than the present government. AKK, don't argue. They say you may be on track, but your way of approaching the argument seems unclear. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, Chief Maral.
Suleiman.
Suleiman. Hello.
Yeah, Suleiman, go ahead.
Yeah, me brother, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give wisdom walk him they meet up na the studio here. But I think say the people there can forget say people then they listing them. You know anything where they talk na that place they list no say people then they listing you. If you bring sense talk, some man they admire, but not to me. Me I don't give admire between APC and SLPP. Because the foundation where the white man been left none among the two. They not able to control and before I say they add other things. Watch all the old institutions, then they all want the old people, then they make benefit of it. Now the two party no able to maintain them. Then they sell them out. Why that for me? Then and for save before you build money, build the citizen in self. They're not able to do anything then they. So the parties and the way they will say APC, SLPP, left on the board. Some of you know that map now. Una for the one kind of studio, una for talk what the people then they hear and listing. Una not for argue, una between ourselves. Thank you.
Suleiman, thank you. A few comments coming in on your Epic Radio social media handles. Godwin Conte, they say subsidies are not paid on time, and as I speak, we have not yet received second term. Sometimes they even underpay some schools, and some schools are not paid at all. Waralebi on Facebook saying these people should just stop the blame game. Don't just take this one last call. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Good morning.
You name inside the call from?
Well, Black Mary call concerning cities in Abacha.
Yeah, go ahead. Get 1 minute.
Then we are the man there with it particular family. We are at the big, many level of love free, many level of love free. We are big. We suffer too much. We suffer too much. Just imagine one holiday, not even flash up now. We do the part. We are many level of love free. We are big with the big. We are not big with the big. We are level of love free. So far, it's suffering too much. Too much. Let me see people. All our man wonder. But now I don't blame them. I wish I would people more the blame. We have for count policy. We have need that policy. We don't belong to the party. It can come from the party. As to go and support that person there. As to that person, you go to this country. This country. To another level. But particular man. The mystery. The real mystery. Not for change. Not for change. Gentleman there. We are making contribution on this.
All right. I'll just get on to Mr. Studio Guest them for respond very quickly and wrap up the show. Make us start off with Melvin. Melvin, you respond to the callers them quickly.
Some of the people are fed up with the APC SLPP shenanigans, and I want to stand with them for say it's high time we look at what is the action rather than the political rhetoric. Let we listen deeper than what is just being the noise. And for the opposition, I think the opposition gets a role for mirror the government, and mirroring the government can be one taking radical actions such as boycotts in the case of where there is a collapse in cross-party dialogue. But above all, I think the opposition get a duty also for come up with alternatives. If you are saying this is not done, maybe they expect that this conversation for be informed about what's the alternative on some of, if you say there is no free education, what's the alternative? But unfortunately, that was not the case, rather than blame game. And for the media, I think we have a responsibility for tell all sides of the story without fear and favor. Without fear and favor can also mean, can allude to the fact that agenda setting has got what is called framing and priming. In that sense, I think we have a duty also to be very fair and without favor, because if not, our personal and institutional credibilities will be on the line. I don't think as a journalist I should be an echo chamber for government opposition rather than see and talk within and no say na the fact. And for the public, I think say Sierra Leoneans will grow to the level that with democracy go reach there, for let people understand that the politicians are most times deceiving the people, and that's exactly what some people are not begin to worry about them, then discuss about the political class. And finally, the government, I think, are the biggest duty, because they made lofty manifesto promises, and as at now, if you've done 3 years in your second term, it means you only get 2 years left. And the question would beg, if you not do something inside 8 years or 3 years, what are the chances that you will deliver? So time is of essence, because at the end of the day, the legacy of the SLPP and President Marabio will have a long way to go in shaping whether they will be emerging or re-elected in 2028 or not. So far, public sentiments are not speaking favorably, but that does not mean if they do things, they cannot change the tide. Apparently, as for me as a journalist, I think my duty is to tell all sides of the story and allow the family for making an informed judgment.
All right, thank you. AKK, quickly.
Honestly, I want to tell plenty thank you to the people, and we take them time for participate in this civic engagement. This really shows the Australians make them guy they are left for take them for granted. Let them left for mock them. Like one person say make Bami left for mock them. It's serious, it's coming from the heart. It's like these guys are mocking Sierra Leoneans. Wallahi, ma say this. Somebody say AKK na political virus. Wallahi, I know they feel bad about that. You know why? I don't choose for can serve my people them. I don't choose for make a be the voice for the people. I don't choose for stand against intimidation. I don't choose for stand against bad governance. But however, what is very clear, now the fact that that other man we call himself cock and fire, we they threaten me, blah blah blah. I am not intimidated. To be honest, I am not intimidated. The America today, where people in the celebrates people like Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, Margaret Thatcher, and so many people, civil rights activists, stood up for the black man to be heard. If threats and orders of the day, intimidation, blah blah blah, is what the price I'm going to pay for Sierra Leone for good governance, I am willing.
Are you receiving threats from government?
All over the place.
From government?
But look at now. Look at which man say the taste of the pudding is in the eating.
Also from the possible call. Are you receiving?
I am receiving threats all over the place. I am just maintaining a steady head.
Including government?
No, I am receiving threats across all cadres.
We see all include government.
My brother, please can I just complete quickly?
All right, just go ahead.
And further to that one. One thing I want to say here very clear, which is so heart-rendering. Now, when I see presidents build a commission a school gate, in 8 years down the line, President Bio still continues to commission a gate in a school. President Bio commissions an untarred road in my hometown. President Bio commissions boats, fishing boats that are tattered. 8 years down the line, I am afraid. Sooner or later, I am afraid if that small portion in the well of parliament that is presently not having a structure can't be sold. Because we've seen a situation where Juba Barracks has been sold. We've seen a situation where government properties are sold indiscriminately. I am apprehensive, even if our courts premises, if there is only an available land, it cannot be sold again. Again, I continue. This country is at a particular point where Sierra Leoneans need for come and reclaim waiting at the you. We need for come and dissociate ourselves from party politics. It's not be APC or SLPP. Let we believe that this country belongs to we all. You know what it means for make you sell Juba? A school in that barracks with armed forces then they did, when they work tirelessly for protecting the territorial integrity of this country. We said don't relocate them. How you don't go about them? What about them picking them where they go to that school day? All these things. It was so brazen to us. Just you wake up one morning.
The school will still remain. The school will still remain according to government. Yes. Bami, they come.
No, nobody not say nothing.
Please. The school will still remain while and send.
Panadi try to tell you so.
Passion of family.
It is what they have said. It's far removed from the reality, but yes, people will sabi. Now they go tell you, say, go sit on a table, we will all go sit on a tripartite. We then can taste in a gentleman's agreement.
All right.
Commode, bruh, let me say this. We don't really accept say we left rest 250,000, but for even for argument's sake, me I know say we left rest 150. But for argument's sake, let's say they don't send it to 250. Bruh, you know, be campaign in this country say they can make rest go 600,000. You be campaign say they reduce her. Now somebody talk something very sensitive when it comes to cost of prices. He said the toll gates are a very serious impediment. I agree with him. President Bio promised this country. He said when he comes as president, he will visit the toll gate agreement.
Okay.
Wallahi, what did President Bio do? President Bio, instead of we say they pay 2 million, now 10 million they pay. We say they pay 50 million, they pay 500,000.
That's because of the agreement signed under the APC.
He said he was going to review it.
But listen, the exchange rates.
He said he was going to review it.
So you yourself was saying the APC signed a bad deal?
No, bruh. Okay, if we sign a bad deal, not 2 million. You will do the good to the one, I will revisit it. Go 50 million. Hey, bro, Mr. Mara, please. You see, this now is going to nexus me to exactly where somebody called Melvin. He said, Melvin, you don't be the alternative voice. So. He said, but today you demeanor, look to some extent. What's happened? I'm afraid you're afraid that guy back. Because Melvin not afraid me. going to see me into the same side with him.
Bami
So yes, now that guy the freeway come on at that place where get that power. You understand? But it's not a Melvin. Not to me talk and I. Not somebody with it from afar.
Bami need for talk now.
You understand? But lastly, let me just wrap up quickly.
Yeah.
Somebody say no engage the APC in this discourse, but they talk so many things. Let me just address them so that I want to go do service to people. Them.
That's right.
I hope they get the same.
You get them. You get them.
I mean, you don't get Bokutin for response to now. All people they tell you say you don't need nothing in this country. Let pull now. That ain't people don't say. But one thing I want to say, people say not engage the APC.
No.
Please, I want to make this people to understand. In the most humble way. I want to tell and say the APC for make we say we know they participate in governance. Not mean say we know they continue for represent people as I am doing here. Not mean say we know they continue for hold the government.
What's not the difference per representation?
Correct.
And for just for come on platforms and talk.
Beautiful.
Representation, go to city council, go to parliament, represent the people there.
Beautiful. So that is now the answer I want to tell this caller. That representation was not only limited to parliament. I am representing my people here, being the voice of the voiceless, holding governments accountable in different areas that we are doing. Already with parliamentarians that we councillors then do now for sure say, indeed, the president don't violate a particular agreement for which he is bound to.
Bami, you respond now, Bami.
Yeah, plenty thank you. You know, I'd say AKK want for make this conversation a PR contest. This not a PR contest. This na outside we talk to people but burning issues. This na outside we communicate development trajectories. This not outside you want for buy sympathy from the public because of your predicaments, because of your disadvantaged position, because you not really able to provide for the people. You not get alternative, like how Melvin say. You not get alternative measures for put forward to people. It's time for robe Melvin inside of Indominio because Melvin is so professional. No, at the coming. So this not to PR this what it do. So this are the basic elements. 101 now we basic communication skills. What they do. So not to that one they would fall for.
All right.
Would they fall for the fact? Would they fall for waiting people need for know? For example, they bring President Bio in commissioning of the Bosco gates as part of national conversation. You forget for understand say President Bio na an Oberman, na a Bosco boy before he turned president. So he served in the capacity as a member of the Bosco and not as the not as the president. So small thing in the way AKK no able understand in conversation, in public discourse, we mean master, we not master it, we need for understand. No, I'm from get these are petty things anyway in the talk we not make national conversation. So President Bill commissioned in Bosco Gate now because he's a Bosco boy, not a president, not as president.
Okay.
More clear that one day. The other one we talk about Juba Barracks. You get for us to understand some few things that we talk to the public. The Juba Barracks situation is well explained. The school is going to remain. But this is now an innovative way of development, way for bring more structure, more infrastructural development for we, and more income. We will not get the capital, the seed money for do certain things. So this it happened to other countries where sometimes AKK need for land one day as well. A few things where somebody else will say. They say, make it very clear there was no free quality school education program before 2018. Now, SLPP, no, I am making clear now. SLPP now introduced the free quality school education program in 2018. Make I also say, somebody will talk about Mr. Rogers. He said, they will buy the 50 cents, yes, this and that. But you get to understand, say, economy, the economy dynamic, full of tie. Think we buy 50 cents, they will not get 50 cents against F. Now in thousands we talk about in hundreds. So things they change. No, things don't remain the same as the
because the currency now weaker.
Yeah, so things are changing naturally. The way they give $100 in the days where they talk about cents. If they give $100, I mean big money. Now $100 are nothing in the world, right? No, please no interject me again. Sorry.
Say Salon.
Yeah, so they talk about also Usa Obede. Now austerity, now there will be the austerity. May I tell you something? This is fact and this is real. On the 4th of April 2018, where President BW sworn in Radisson Blue, light not be there in this country. Light not be there. Somebody they say, we President Kroma Kai, he get 90 days in the light salon. The day where SLPP win election, where APC lost power in this country, this country na be dark country. Na light, na phone lights, na people they use that got the same blue. For remember that be Austria into office. So there was no light. So meaning the day where they go, the day where APC they left, everything left na this country. Everything else left na this country. Somebody be no please KKK at the time for somebody be they say that they force.
You don't get more than 3 minutes. You give me 1 minute.
KKK, I don't give 1 minute. Enjoy the voice where they speak right now. This voice will not turn a voice. KKK, enjoy this. They say they be the first principal for make them pass speaking in our school. That information they come up from a biased point. There is nowhere, no evidence where they show say they don't force or get in principle for make them be picking them pass. Then they na childish discussion.
But there is an evidence a teacher and they pin them according.
But a lot of them,
yeah. So this
we don't see the SLPP government. They suspend teachers there.
Put dog chain at them. The neck pin and name and shame them.
So this now. So the APC they enjoy. The APC they enjoy. The APC they enjoy the area of Fuside. We country they drop in standards in academics. So now they enjoy. So this is
so that was justified. It was justified.
The conversation not only that we take on. We look at the issue. Right? We are looking at the issue. The issue we want for ensure still we get a stringent type of environment so we pick the land book and the land book with all sincerity, without examination malpractice. We want for ensure still we constantly go from we say be the trade. We counterpart in Nigeria, Ghana. Where they get 65% pass rate na beke. Why is we they get 4.5% pass rate? EKK don't so that mean it was.
Absolutely.
And I will feel be pass worse than this country.
It's a very lengthy conversation.
4.5%. Now who pass worse? Why is Ghana get 75% pass rate that year? So now we don't go to 72% pass rate in this country. We for celebrate
Augustine.
No, so Ghana go say political pass rate. This is about Sierra Leone. Where the good things happen within our politics.
Thank you. Augustine Bami Anthony, now the Strategic Communications Monitoring and Media Advisor, now the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, Abdul Karim Kamara Esquire, a member of the APC Publicity Secretariat, and journalist Melvin Tijan Mansari. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining me this morning here on the Epic Morning Show. Up next, we'll get sports and entertainment news, plus the review of the biggest stories from over the weekend with Marion Precious George. My name is Usman Ibrahim Mara. Take care.
Thank you.
I go love you and I go hurt you, I love you, baby. Me and you not teeth and tongue. I go love you and I go snub you, oh me. Me and you not teeth and tongue. I go love you and I go hurt you, I love you, baby. Me and you not teeth and tongue. I go love you and I go snub you, oh me. Me and you not teeth and tongue. I go love you and I go hurt you, I love you, baby. Me and you not teeth and tongue. I go love you and I go snub you, oh me. Me and you not teeth and tongue. You know me only, you know me only, you know me only. Only lover, you know me only, you know me only, you know me only lover. A 5 thing we make I hold you, we make everybody check you. Number 1, you care for me, yeah. You know they lie, you get on my side. Number 2, they share with me, you know greedy, ooh baby. Number 3, now they snub me, you respect me. One day I don't get you. I wanna know what thing go make, who's the one that one day we go make a turn back by you. Never. I'm not gonna forget old and fool. Number 4, you listen to me, you caring. I'm not gonna hurt you, darling. Number 5, you know they cuss me. You like I talk by you know they make a shame, baby. You know they make a shame. I gonna love you and I gonna hurt you. I love you, baby. Me and you not teeth and tongue. I gonna love you and I gonna snub you, oh me. Me and you not teeth and tongue. I gonna love you and I gonna hurt you. I love you, baby. Me and you not teeth and tongue. I gonna and I go snub you, oh me. Me and you not teeth and tongue. You rescue me the day where you're sick 24/7, the day near me, girl. I saw you can never rub me just give me courage, say make I not cry, yo. You show me the love and then now you hurt. Say we not go part, I'm ready for be you, man. Sacrifice your love for me, yeah. Ooh, baby. You sacrifice your love for me, for better and for worse. You prove it to me. Your mama talk to if you're up, it's a yeah. You go to the only look me right the eye. Your body then say, I'm too sweet.
morning and welcome to you. Start of the weekend. Today now Easter Monday, but of course we there this morning for bring to you what we usually don't do. So today let's bring the sports updates to you. So the Orange FA Cup. So FCFC go play against AVC La Premier. This game go play in Bassatong. I will run you through some of the full fixtures. So now the 2026 Senior and Junior National Table Tennis Championship, young stardom don't rise to the occasion now YSC as Naomi Coker been shine. Now the center with Coffee, who's been joined by Salih Tomi and Alima Mansari, who will make one impact inside the tennis. So this is not the full FA Cup draw. So AI Cologne go play against FC Cologne. And of course, a couple of games that will line up for you. This game go play on the 8th. And Ram Kamara go play against Kusum Stars. And a lot of games them lined up for you. But at 11, I go bring to you a full comprehensive fixtures. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta be the win manager of the month for the last month, but in as much as Arsenal again don't be knocked out in the Emirates FA Cup. So in a manager of the month for the month of March. So Lauren Price retain on Unify, WBA, IBF, WBC, IBO and Ring Magazine Welterweight World title with victory over Stephanie. And of course, why the wins? So it beats Chisora inside London by split decision in what potentially could be Chisora's in last fit. For this morning, all this we get for you inside Sports Updates.
Hello, good morning and welcome to your Monday edition of the entertainment news here on the Epic Morning Show. Happy Easter Monday. And starting here with Kenny West, of course, we just introduced the rotating art stage. Of course, we're leaving 7,000 fans speechless at the Sophie Stadium. Well, this was unbelievable. At least this is insane, as the set design, of course, the very first in history for concerts. For there you see a rotating art stage, and of course it was a massive one where Northwest winner in Trebia will Pekin become on stage and was killing the show back to back. And away from now Odomodo Black has come out to support artists, of course, winner Omale defending the singer after heavily, of course, criticism for a newly album, of course, winner Clarity of Mind, where just plenty people don't they say the entire project now it's wash. Well, after the brother be listening the album, of course, it be get for say it's a good work and nothing say people need for really criticize this particular album. And also breaking news, Zlatan brought a house that cost 850 million naira for Mohbad's son. Congratulations to Zlatan. So, after Cardinero in speech at the Bow School ceremony, well, so many young artists and other celebrities, them of course be come at him, more especially famous in your own way. Be taken very lightly, be went hard on him. But let's look at some of the guys that will react. So Lord Moore, of course, we get for say God bless you, super. I mean, this action is really wise, and I wish more artists go speak up. Which of course we're not expecting such comments, for come from the brother man. I mean, regarding Cow as the most bad person inside the industry. And also Fine Face on the other hand say, well, after he performed for the president, he head straight up to chapter 1, and he already don't make a bold statement saying in the next piece ambassador incoming. So we don't know exactly if that was what he was promised. But Sierra Leonean musician Alabama Charm just don't drop the snippet of a new song Bamba Ode, of course we mean Santen. So from the cover of Muyu, well, journal issue 01, the new landlord, of course we don't present Vizilic in new flyer, of course, for an official project way for drop, so let's watch out for it. And finally, of course, No Rules by Rayboy Blue and the brother man Country Boss, of course, done officially day out on every digital platform. And that now all we get for you inside the entertainment news. And I want for use this time for say big thank you to everybody we're taking time for call today inside the Epic Morning Show. I mean to the producers and to everybody. Well, so till we meet again tomorrow for the Tuesday edition. Continue for listening to Epic Radio, and bye bye for today.